How you doing, guys? I'm Sean. Welcome to Rambles with my camera. Guys, today's ramble, today's video. I got the negatives back from the lab yesterday. It's Monday lunchtime here, so I got the negatives back yesterday from the lab. I have to say, bad news, disappointing. So basically, the film, I'm assuming, has been opened. The back of the camera has been opened, I should say. And nothing on them. 12 exposures. That's the sad thing about it. Yeah, disappointed because I was hoping to get something on it and just to see. So my apologies. It's been... But listen, I'm going to just turn this around a wee bit, getting a positive out of a negative. Excuse a pun, or getting a slide out of a negative. I'm going to tell you a wee story here, so bear with me. This slide here, Sensia 200 and 36 exposure. I know for a fact that there's images on it. Now, I don't know what the quality of the images are on it, but I know that there's images. I know it's been shot, let's put it that way, because I shot it. And tell you when I shot it, probably 2002, maybe 2003. I can't remember exactly when, but here's a story. My good friend Stephen Mullen, one of my best friends, and you'll probably know Stephen from some of the videos that I've been making with him. Great photographer, filmmaker, but just a wonderful person, a brilliant friend. And many years ago I went through depression. I'm going to put this photograph up here. Stephen took this, and I look at that person. This is me, I don't know what year it was, 2001, 2002. I was commissioned to teach photography for an organisation called Wheelworks on behalf of the BBC, and it's up in Carmel, and Stephen took that photograph, and I just look at that person there. He's a different person from who I am now, but that captured, you know, I was going through a lot of suicide thoughts, and I was just going through a marriage breakdown, and I wasn't dealing with it well, and let's put it this way, I struggled with hanging in here in this reality for many years after that. It was probably 6 years, but shortly after Stephen took that photograph, I stepped back from photography, and he knew that I was in a bad way, and I said that I had to get out of the environment that I was in because I was ready, as I said, to kill myself. And Stephen said, look, man, why don't you take a break somewhere? So I decided to go down to the south of Ireland and the west coast of Ireland, down around Sligo and Mayo, and I wasn't going to take the camera because I'd stopped taking photographs at that stage. And Stephen gave me this film, a slide I should say, slide film, and he said, go and shoot something with it, man. You know, take some photographs of it. And I did. But you know something, I can't remember what I took, and I'd never got it developed, and I stepped back from photography. I closed the studio and all down, the business down. But this here film has been in a box in different stages of, you know, the past, what is it now, 16 years, maybe 15 years? I really can't remember. There's so much I've blacked out of my mindset from that era. I don't know what's on it. I have a fair idea. I took photographs of a wood carver in Sligo called Michael Quirk. Now, I ended up moving down to Sligo 2 years later, or maybe a year later, maybe 2 years later. As I say, that section of road, I've blacked a lot of it out. And I know it, I'm almost 100% certain I took photographs of Michael Quirk on it. I think I camped beside some lake somewhere. I don't know. I really don't know what's on it. So I'm going to send this away. I'm going to find a lab. I'll check Snappy Snaps to see if they do it, but if I can get a quicker turnaround, I will. So I'm going to try to get this slide film developed. I'm not going to try. I'm going to get this slide film developed, and I don't know what's on it. You know, I don't know what condition the slides are going to be in because of the storage facilities of them. But I just think that, I guess it's like opening Pandora's box, because when I see that photograph Stephen took of me, I sort of feel so sad for that person, and because basically I didn't realise that I was projecting out so much negativity, and you know, I thought I was disguising my inner thoughts. I never told anybody that I was suicidal. I try to keep it within myself, but maybe I just wanted to get offside as quickly as possible, and just to take a step back from this reality, let's put it that way. But thankfully it didn't, and it's only when I started sharing my concerns, my fears, and also about the suicide, etc. I got help, and I was able to turn it around. Now, I never went back to photography again as such until recently, probably 5 years. I started this channel then, and even then I wasn't interested in getting back into photography again because it was like opening Pandora's box. I linked that with the old me, my old life, and I was anxious it was going to bring up that dark section of road again. And this is why this has never been developed. And I think it's time now. And I think this, sadly, this negative here has G'd me up a bit to do it. So this is what this film's going to be about. My apologies about the film. But watch out, I'm going to get this developed. And I'm going to do another video in the coming weeks, whenever it comes. And yeah, I don't know. I'm actually sort of shitting myself to see what's on it because it's hard to explain. Because I know that that has captured something at that time that I was really in a vulnerable place. And I'm just wondering what I've captured. And I'm a bit anxious in case it brings shit up. But I'm also excited. I know my mindset is really strong, so I know that I'll be able to do this. But it's sort of, you know, will I remember the images? I think I've took photographs of Michael Courtney. Me and Michael became friends whenever I moved down to Sligo a couple of years later. And I took photographs, put photographs up there of recent photographs that I took maybe 10 years ago of Michael. But I think he's on this. I think he's sitting on a log. And I took a couple of photographs of him. I don't know. So guys, listen, I want to thank you all so much for your love and support on this channel. Thanks for all your comments in the previous video. I hope it hasn't disappointed you with the film. But all the new subscribers, thank you all so much. A lot of new subscribers now coming on board. Very, very welcome. And as I always say, the old subscribers, you know you're always welcome here. So I'm going to wrap this up. Guys, sending you love from Belfast. It's Monday afternoon. What time is it? So 1:45. So what I'm going to say is have a fantastic day and week ahead. And if you're watching this in a later date, check the links up above for the big reveal. So it's essentially a slide film, Fujichrome, 200 ISO. Let the fun and games begin.